Hello, and welcome to Psychics Connect. I am your host, Joybird, and I absolutely love each and every one of you. Tonight, as always, we are offering an hour of live free mini readings. So come on in, share the live down, comment where you're from, how you're doing. If you guys have any questions or focal point for me, I'll be going through the comments once you guys get in here, and I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity while no one's here to share just a bit. Just a bit, just a little. Love is the highest vibe. So, guys, after the show, this is what I do. I go right over to Psychics Connect and I log in. Hello, Jam Tan. How are you? And welcome. I go over to Psychics Connect and I log in and I wait for you angels to come on in and have a private session with me. So that is what's going on. And also, I am sharing. Sharing is caring. It's a beautiful exchange of energy. Give me some love. Share it down, guys. Share it down. Okay. So I'm just going to share it. I love you guys. Come in. I'm just waiting for some comments. Come on in. Say hello. I am in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm in the States. Where are you watching from, Jam? Where are you watching from? Okay. I think I got to share it out. All right. So I'm working with Oracle decks. And I am working with tarot, my favorite. Also have a guy that comes on in and talks to me. Sometimes she'll make me feel things. Sometimes I'll just hear words. I'll see things. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for receiving and feeling all those awesome vibes that I am definitely sending you intentionally. Really and truly, guys, you got to realize that we are always wielding energy, even if we're not conscious of it, even if it's not, with intent. We are wielding energy at all times. If you feel good about yourself, people can tell. If you feel crappy about yourself, people can tell. And your vibe really does attract your tribe. So if you're feeling really negative, 222, if you're feeling really net on the counter, if you're feeling really negative about yourself, then you're going to draw on people who are vibing on that same frequency. So you want to redirect those thoughts. You want to redirect because it's human for thoughts to just flow through our minds. Sometimes we worry about things. We've got life to deal with. Like, let's be realistic. There's bills, there's responsibilities, there's heartbreak, there's family, there's dreams and goals, and there's failures and successes. There's a lot of thoughts, even when you're meditating, even when you're trying not to think. There's thoughts flowing through your mind. It's a natural it's a part of the human condition. No one's an exception to it, even me. So what I do is I practice something called mindfulness. I redirect my thoughts. When I find myself focusing on the negative, not on the solution, but on the bad outcome or the things that happen that I cannot change, I'm wasting not my precious energy. Oh, no. I am a master vibrator. We're going to save all that energy for something that deserves my focus, something that's worthy of it. I'm going to focus on solutions. I'm going to focus on making things better than they are, instead of focusing on the issue so much or being sad about it, or being victimized. We hold so much power with our words, our thoughts, and our deeds. So if we keep them positive and in alignment, oh my gosh, I'm just saying, energy is everything. Hi, Donna. Hi, Alicia. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. So you guys know what's going on. We are doing an hour of free mini readings. All you got to do is comment, ask a question. Thank you so much for sharing, Alicia. Sharing is caring. Jam Tam, you're from the Philippines. I love it. Shout out to the Philippines. Mahakata, I love you so much. I do. Hi, Marcella. Welcome. Hey, Barb. Welcome, sis. Come on in, guys. So if you guys have a question or a focal point, just let me know. I ain't want a damn thing. I am here to serve you. Here at the Psychics Connect, we love you so. Now, let me say it right. Here at the psychicsconnect.com, you can find joy. Reader 8755. I am here for you. I ain't want a damn thing. I am here to serve you. For this whole 4 hour of free readings, and then after, over at psychicsconnect.com, I'll be hanging out over there waiting for you, and I'll be all alone until you come to my room and chat with me. I'm just saying. You made it early, Marcella. Good for you. I'm a little warm. You guys come on in the room and you bring all this energy. Thank you for sharing, Tammy. You guys are bringing all this lovely energy and it gets me hot. So the spiritualist has a sneaky fan on the side. I'm actually holding a fan. You guys want to know what's going on behind the scenes? I'm holding a fan just and the central air is on. Every time I am prepared for it. All right, who's first? You want to get a deck of cards for your personal use, but don't know what to get. Alicia, here's the thing. People like have a lot of opinions on how someone is to get their cards. Should they only be gifted to you? Is someone else supposed to choose your cards for you? I'll tell you this, the first deck I got was gifted to me, but if it hadn't been, I wouldn't have been introduced to tarot. A lot of things wouldn't happen. You know how things happen for a reason. A lot of things wouldn't have happened in the order that they happened in. So every deck that I have, the tarot, the oracle, I chose those decks for myself. So what I do, Alicia, is that I look at the pictures, I look at the colors, I look at the face or the back of it. And that's the first thing. Like, what does it look like on the box? What's going on? Oh my gosh, what does the back of the cards look like? Then as a reader, I want to see several of those cards and I want to see what's there. For me personally, I don't want to see words. I'm more of a tarot girl. So if I do get an oracle deck, I don't want to see like a whole paragraph. I don't want you to tell me what the card is supposed to mean so much. Because I'm not a traditional reader. I am not going to pull this card up. And I know exactly what this card says book-wise, but I'm going to give you exactly what I'm feeling from the card. So when I say I'm not a traditional reader, that's what I mean. My guide might show me something completely like this card resonates as something a little bit different for me than a traditional meaning. So it's all about what you're drawn to, what pulls you, what entices your eyes, Alicia. What do you like? Do you like this print? Do you like those colors? Are they bold enough? Are they dark enough? It's what feels good. What are you drawn to? What about the energy of the cards? All that matters. Thank you so much. But, that's like general rule of thumb. I would give anyone looking for a deck. Get a deck that feels good, that you are attracted to the illustrations and the colors and stuff. It really is that simple. It's all about energy, right? All right. Jam Tan. May I ask what can you read anything in me in general? Absolutely. I can't tell you what it's going to be. I'm going to get whatever spirit gives me. Come on in. Jam Tan. All right. Jam Tan, Jam Tan. What can we have today? Hi, Shanta. I'll be to you. Jam Tan, Jam Tan. All right, we're in our Oracle deck, Jam. Let's see what we get for you. Now, you guys might hear me slip into a really, really bad accent. My daughter and I have been practicing around the house, and it is this thing that I'm doing all the time. So if you hear me do it, pretend like you didn't, and let's not talk about it ever. It's so embarrassing. All right. So as we all have, this is the biggest thing that I want to focus on. Let's just go here first, Jam. Let's go here. Is that right? Yeah, right side up. I have a problem with the camera. I'll be on this side trying to be on that side. Deceit. Guardian angels. This is all about something coming to your awareness, something that was held from you. It's all about lies, deceit, sneakiness. Look at the masks on the people around you. This is about something being kept from you. Something in its true form, the truth about something. Facts, awareness, deceit. So your guides come in and they rip the mask off of those people around you and they actually put them in your hands. So you're going to be holding those masks. So this is something that is going on right now or something that is soon to come. And it's just like an aha moment, an awareness, a knowing. And we all suffer. But your guides want you to know that throughout your suffering, it's all about learning. It's all about learning from your experiences. And it's all about knowing that someone has to play the bad guy. We all can say that we have had heart space ache. We all can say that we have had affairs or issues of the heart where we experience disappointment and things like this, but we can't carry that stuff moving forward because it affects what us and how we receive or interact with what the universe has in store for us. Jansen, let's get you a tarot card. I'm coming, guys. I'm gonna hop around them comments and get each and every one of yes, everyone that I can. Jam Tam, you're actually quite intuitive. You're actually quite connected. It may be one of the reasons why you're drawn to, I don't know, someone like me. I'm just saying it's something that interests you. You may practice, you may meditate, or you may work on your manifestation, or you may believe in God and pray. It doesn't matter how you do it, but this is all about an undeniable connection. Those wolves, they're doing what they got to do. It's just natural. It's instinctual. They can't get around it. They can't do anything else. They have got to. It's something that is within them naturally. And it's a part of you naturally because we're all connected. We all come from the same source of creation. However, some of us are more disposed or more predisposed to sensitivity, to being sensitive, to feeling things, to knowing things, to knowing how other people feel, even if they say otherwise. Just for example, I just want you to be more open to, like, we all want to see the best in folks sometimes, but when someone shows you who they are, really, really believe them the first time, when you find out, don't be opposed to accepting the reality or the truth of the matter or the situation. And I love you so much. I love you so much, Jam. I do. All right, let me go up here and see what's going on. I am really trying to go in order this time. I'm trying to go in order and get the questions that way. All right. Shanta, can I have a love reading? Shanta, are you in a current relationship, or would you like me to look at future love? What's it going to be, darling? There's no list, Tammy. There is no list. I'm just hopping around. Future love. Got you, Shanta. There's no list at here at the psychicsconnect.com, Tammy. I just hop around to wherever spirit pulls me, whoever I'm drawn to most, and then I'll go back and get as many as I can at the end. Okay, Shanta. Future love. We love it. Future love. Love is the highest vibe, and we all crave that acceptance, that support, that trust, that partnership. I know I do. I absolutely flourish. My vibes go through the roof when I feel loved, appreciated, validated, and acknowledged. Just saying. Okay, Shanta, listen up. It seems like you haven't had the best luck in love. And it also feels like you continue to draw in the same type of, and it may not be exactly, they may not be exactly alike, but the same type of individuals or the same kind of mess. You know what I mean? We tend to do that. We tend to draw in the same type of individuals because our vibe attracts our tribe. So we're vibing on a certain frequency, and others that will be drawn to us. That's basically, for all intents and purposes, what's going on, because it's showing me not feeling connected, not happy, all is not well. You're not happy like this little baby cherub, this butt ball naked on this horse. Just all is well with life. He's in a great place. He doesn't even care that he is naked in front of everyone. He's shining. His light is shining. His vibes are high. And this is the opposite of that when it's in reverse. We have this right here. This Seven of Swords is all about deceit. It's all about lies. It's all about trickery, thievery. Look at the guy. He's got a bunch of swords in his hands, way too many for any one man. And he is making his way off. He's checking. He's covering his tail, looking to cover his tracks, trying to make sure no one's seen him, because he's got to cover that mess up. But this is all about deceit and trickery and treachery. So this is talking about what you've already experienced. So what she's saying to me is you tend to draw in or attract the same type of individual. You've got to work on your sense of self. You got to work on the things that you want from a man or from a relationship. Who am I to assume? It could be a woman. I don't care. But you got to work on the things that you want from that type of romantic connection. What do you expect? What are your boundaries? Create them. Make them plain. Make them present and clear. And, when something is less than what you plan to accept, don't tolerate it anyway. Speak up. Honor your feelings. Speak up for yourself. Don't let things slide, because there's such a magic within valuing yourself. There's such a vibe raising. And like this magician, you'll have everything that you need. He's got every book of the tarot. He's got it all going on. He's got infinite wisdom and knowledge. Look above his head, that figure 8. It's like infinity. It's an infinity. Sorry, if you guys hear that, once again, with the naughty co-host over here, all these little kitties running around, they're on my little rocking chair. It's not so little, but they're on the rocking chair. And the big ones, they jump off and then you hear boom, boom, boom. Poor neighbors downstairs. Changing your vibe changes your tribe. I love you so much, Shanta. I truly, truly do. Draw in a better, suitable partner for yourself, because you deserve a lot better than what you have experienced in the past. And I love you so much. I do. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. I am going from the top because I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss, because last time and the time before that, I realized that there may have been some people who were here from the beginning that didn't get heard from. but I do have someone behind the scenes here at psychicsconnect.com helping me out. You're awesome, Tammy. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay. So that was Shanta. I thought about the same since you always tell me. I don't know, Marcella, but I love you. I don't remember from that long ago. I'm just trying not to miss anyone's comments because I always feel so bad. I'm always missing people's comments. Alicia, open to receiving a card if drawn. Absolutely. All right, guys. Once again, we don't have too many in here, so it's not too many that I'm going to miss. Like, I'm not going to miss comments. It's easier for me to go back and look. Not that we don't want more in the room, but when there's less of us, it is, it gives me an opportunity to give more focus and attention to each sitter. Like when you come over to the psychicsconnect.com and come on in my little private chat room, it's just you and I. So my attention isn't split. Alicia. Okay. Whew. I am really warm. Alicia, do you ever feel like people take your kindness for weakness, take advantage of you? Because you just feel to be very non-confrontational. You feel to be one that would avoid drama. And yes, you would very much so rather avoid it than honor your feelings, like I was just talking about. Speaking up for yourself or being a little bit more assertive is what my God is making me feel like. You just feel to be very, very non-confrontational. You feel to be like how I used to be, and I'm still that way whenever I'm able to be. But you know what, sis? It's a way to go about expressing, voicing, being more firm with what you're feeling or what you deserve without being rah-rah or like without being what you're trying not to be. You're trying not to be confrontational, but there's a way to do that. You can compromise that with still, respecting yourself or loving yourself enough to know that your opinions, your voice, your feelings are valuable as well. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I do feel the same for you as far as being lied to, being betrayed, having the loyalty or the trust broken. This is a card of something being taken from you. This is a card of, like, even if it's just trust, because this is, lies and deceit. This would be stealing. This would be theft. This would be, the same thing we were just talking about this card. But this just feels like, this actually feels like this isn't too far off from now. This doesn't feel like, oh, this is just only from the past. This feels to be something that I kind of want to say is a constant, if you understand. Yeah, I kind of want to say it's a constant, if you understand. And I also want to say to you, Alicia, too, I don't know what this is. Like, there's something about finances, keeping an eye or watching where you spend your money, looking at maybe doing a review. It's just a little unclear, but it's something about your finances and you looking at it, you being more aware or checking it. That's the energy or the vibe that I'm getting. And I love you so much, Alicia. I do. Okay, Shanta, I do not do pregnancy, legal, health. No pregnancy, no legal, no health. And that is not the Psychics Connect disclaimer. That is Joy's disclaimer. It's just something that I'm not comfortable with. So as a reader, I'm sure that we all have our own rules or, things that we're into or not. And I just try to steer away from those things for obvious reasons. Okay. Donna Gray, do you see any mutual love connection coming in? I think I'm actually doing it, keeping the line. Yes. I have kept the line. I'm doing it, Tammy. Oh, now the kitty's going to pull my laptop down. They're awesome. You guys are awesome. Let me unplug it so they cannot do that. All right. Donna, do you see any mutual love connection coming in? Donna. Mutual love. See, the thing, Donna, that I do feel is I feel you don't have a problem making connections. We know you don't. We know you don't have a problem making connections. The thing is, when they don't go well, yeah. So when you make these love connections, okay, let's just start here. You get an idea in your head and you're just like, this is what I'm open to. This is what I'm focused on. You're taking the cup. Although there's other cups there that are undealt with, you're taking a cup, you know what I mean? You're open to things. So you meet someone, and then it's not that I'm not giving the traditional of this card. This is speaking volumes to me. You are not having a problem making these kind of connections. It's just that the people that you're meeting are not the right. You guys are not vibing on the same frequency. You guys do not. You guys might want the same things, but it's like the timing is either off or you're on two completely different pages. So it's not about making a connection, but the mutual love connection, the wanting of the same thing. I keep telling you this and I keep telling you this. This has so much to do with it. You have got to stop looking at yourself to see what's wrong with yourself. You got to love yourself. You have to embrace yourself. You have to know that you do deserve that mutual love you're asking about. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to change anything except for the way that you view yourself. If we would just listen, I'm we too. If we would listen and make our words and our thoughts about ourselves more like we really are. I'm sorry, Keto is being so naughty. If we would make our words and our thoughts more like how we truly are inside, we'd be changing our vibrations. We'd be drawing in, more suitable individuals. Say hello, Keto. Say hello, little baby. He's being naughty over here. Okay, you got your 2 seconds. Go on now, big boy. Go on. Donna, you got to stop judging yourself. Stop, Keto. You got to stop judging yourself. And you got to stop wondering what's wrong with you. What should you change or sacrifice? What should you be accepting that you don't want to accept? You don't have to change your values, your morals, your beliefs, your standards. You do not have to compromise those. It's just about being okay with the interim. It's about being okay while you wait for the right one to come. See, because when we start looking around and we start searching, we don't, it's like watching the pot boil. When you stop looking, it's kind of weird. It's kind of how if you just run into the person. I'm just saying. Because you're putting a lot of energy into, being open, finding someone, but I just don't feel like that's how it's going to be. It's not going to be a blind date. It's not going to be friends setting you up. It's not going to be it's not going to be any of the avenues that you have tried. My guide is just saying you need to just learn to be happy with yourself. So when they do come, you have more to offer because they will be happy with themselves. You're not a half. You don't need someone else to complete you, Don. And that's the thing that we have a hard time with. We is me. I'll say it again. And I love you so much, sis. I really, really do. You're so welcome, Jam. Yes, you already bought your tarot cards, Jam. You just need practice using it. Don't hesitate. That's how you grow it. That is how you grow it. That's how you strengthen it, by using the cards. You got to do your friends, do your family. Some people read themselves. I don't try to read myself because I don't trust myself. Tammy, you would like a card too because it says it's me then Alicia, so I think you would like a card. Did you comment before Alicia, Tammy? See, I don't know. I'm not seeing it up there. I tried to go to the top to make sure. Trying to stay aware. Tammy, are you still here? And would you like? Yes, I love a general reading or a card, please, and thanks in advance. That's Tammy. All right. Guys, if you don't stay off my rocking chair, naughty kitties. Okay, let's get these cards back in a pile for Tammy. 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 I'm going to have to start putting them in my bedroom before I do shrooms. You guys are embarrassing me. You have no home training, kitties. It's not the kids, it's the cats. Tammy. Okay. Give me half for Tammy, please, and thank you. BB. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Tammy. Quite warm we are. So I understand the 10 of Cups is not where we want to be. The 10 of Cups in the upright position will be a happy family. It's well connected. There's fulfillment. There's completion. Everybody is a great functioning unit. But when it's in reverse, you're not feeling that so much. There's a definite disconnect. Things are not the way that you would have them to be. It's not, there's conflict. So the 10 of Cups in reverse is, it's just a card of family. So like family oriented conflict. This is about the family specifically. It's about the family, and it's about a break, or it's about a gap or a distance, and it's an emotional break. It's like an emotional disconnect is what it is. And this emotional disconnect is definitely, I get it. I really do. But it's definitely, I just want you to not be so much in your headspace where you are so deeply wounded and hurt. Tammy, you got to look at this with a masculine, or from a masculine energy viewpoint stance, something like this. You guys know I have such a hard time with, I'm kind of trying to translate the way I'm feeling into words to make them make sense. It's about not getting so much in your feelings and your heart being hurt, but understanding the situation, looking at it from a logical point of view, looking at it and thinking about it, looking at it from a different stance, looking at it from a different angle. That's what she's saying to me. And also, I don't feel like this is right now, but there will be an opportunity for a what is this, like a healing or a reconciliation, communications, a conversation. Swords talk about our words and thoughts, and it will be not right now. It won't be right now, but it will happen. It will come. A newness. Aces are new. Swords represent our words and thoughts. So this is a conversation that I really feel will be happening, because there's going to become more peace, more balance, more temperance. None of those chalices are overflowing. The water's flowing to and from, and ebb and flow, and flows on by. Like, we're not holding on. It is not damaging us emotionally because it's so painful. This too shall pass. Even though it seems like it's impossible to heal or mend, this too shall pass. It will. And I love you so much. I do. I'm glad it makes sense, Alicia. Okay. Do. Jam pastor. We have another jam. Another. Hello. Would love a reading, please. You love you some orange kitties, Tammy. What we talked about last time. I am so aware of what this is because it keeps coming up. That's how I know it's still current, and I know it's not resolved. I mean, I hear what she just told me, but I know it's not resolved. Jane, you guys want to see this humongous? So my daughter was trying to make a huge heart-shaped cookie. It was supposed to be a decorated sugar cookie, and it's really good. Although I don't know what it looks like. Does that look like a state on a map or something? I don't know. I'm trying to give her encouragement. It looks like something, Taja. Okay. Do. Would love a reading, Jam has said. What can we have for Jam? Okay. So we do have a focus on, get down. We do have a focus on cash. We have a focus on giving, lending. This could be a situation where you are assisting someone or giving. This is just, I won't even assume that. I'm just going to say this is giving the vibes. This is giving the energy of, watch how you're spending your money. Watch where you're putting your cash. You want to buckle down a little bit. You want to look at what you're doing with your cash. You want to, because this is in reverse. So this is like a card of generosity. You see the scales in his hand. He's giving out. He's helping where he feels that he's doing for others. He's spending his money how he sees fit. But in the reverse position, it is just like a big bell ringer to watch for your finances, to keep an eye on what you're doing, because in this card, you're watching your money. You're watching how you earned it. You're looking at all the work you did to put your, what you have to do to earn your coins, to earn the money that you need to take care of your responsibilities. You're looking at it. You're focused on it. So I would advise that is a heads up. So they're saying, look at it, focus upon it. Like, now is a good time. For whatever reason, now is a good time. Let's get you something from the Oracle deck. Do. The bottom half looks like the United States. And thank you, because you said the cookie, so I would know exactly what the hell you're talking about. That's funny. Okay. Jam. Would you stop eating the cookie, cat? Come on. Cats aren't supposed to eat sugar cookies. I didn't even know you guys like sugar. Ridiculousness. I'm surrounded, guys. Jam. So this is like, get out of your head, girl. You got yourself in a self-imposed prison about some things. What do you hold yourself back to? What do you from? What do you restrict yourself? Like, what do you tell yourself that you're not able to do? Because you see those little joy guys, they're there sprinkling confetti and stars on the change you have in your mind. But if you look really close, Jam, you'll see that you're in your own head. So it's you that's in your own head. It's you that got yourself thinking that you can't do certain things or you're not good enough. You got to get out of your own head. You have to get out of that box. Like, seriously, we hold ourselves back more than we realize. But you've got joy guys around. And I feel like you have blessings to come. I feel like there's going to be a few positive changes for you from like, what is this? I see JAN. So I know it's January. There's going to be a few positive changes coming in for you in the beginning of this new year coming up. So get out of your head. Don't limit yourself, Jam. I love you so much. I do. All right. Mm-hmm. Hi, Shabnam. Yes, you can. Yes, you can have a reading, Shabnam. I am trying to say your name. And I don't know if I would have an easier time saying the first or the last name. So I'm just going to go with the first name. I think I'm pretty close, right? Okay. Do. A word for Shabnam. Do. Thank you so much. Do. Okay, so I like that you are like not stuck in a set of rules and conformity. This is like me, okay, in so many ways. For all intents and purposes, this would be joy. I don't want to do things by the book. I don't want to do things to a certain conformity. I don't want to do things that was good for somebody else. I'm trying to find my own path. I don't want to do traditional ways and practices, and I want to be very unique. I want to be authentic. I want to be spontaneous. I want to do my stuff the way I do my stuff. I think everyone should do what feels good for them, not to any certain set of rules or conformity. So there's something there as far as not doing things as prescribed, we'll say. I honor and admire that because I'm such a bad girl. Guys, make sure you check us out, like and follow Psychics Connect, the page, because you'll get notifications for when we're going to have our Halloween show, our Christmas show. We're going to be having such a good time, and I am going to be fully attired from head to toe. And I will not be Psychic Fairy Joy, nor will I be a Sugar Skull this year. Don't even think you know what I'm going to be, guys. Whatever you're thinking I'm going to be, you're not even going to be close. So you'll have to show up to find out. I'm not going to tell. All right. Also, the anxieties, the worries, the fears, this is about something troubling you. This is something that you're concerned about. This is something that you have fear or worry, or, this is something that it bothers you. It follows you. It's something that would come up, when you are not thinking anymore, or when you are in bed at night and you start thinking about the next day. No matter what you're doing, it comes back to that. It's a worry. It's something that you're focused on. It's something that you're concerned about. It may be something that you want for yourself that you feel like you can't achieve. It's all about our mindset. It really is. It's about our mindset. It's about our choices. It's about what we choose and what happens because of those choices. That's what life is. We're here to learn through experiences. We got a certain amount of time to do it, and we chose a certain set of lessons to learn while we're here. Our family, friends, and loved ones, they're chosen according to those lessons. And if life, let's say it's like a play, somebody's got to play the good guys and somebody's got to play the bad guys. We have to learn certain lessons. They are literally knocking over my selenite wands. Let's pretend like we don't hear these naughty kitties behind me. Thank goodness I have a few up here. So I was trying to find some that actually would match what I'm wearing, because when you have such a plethora and collection of crystals, you can actually pick crystals that match what you're wearing. Oh my gosh. I literally geared up, and I stuck it in my bra. So this is a beautiful lapis lazuli, copper and gold. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you guys can quite appreciate it because my camera is not the best, but it is just quite lovely. And I just love that. I love that stone. I love that crystal. And I love the pyramid. Oh, we almost dropped it. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Jam. Bye, Tammy. I love you so much. All right. So, guys, it looks as if I have covered everyone that wanted a reading. Did I miss anyone? Is there anyone here? I believe I've gotten to everyone. So until someone new comes on in the room, we will just chit and chat, guys. Now, actually, I had pulled out my singing bowl last time, and I was just chitting and chatting so very well that we did not have time. We ran out of time. There was no time for the singing bowl. Why do I call it a singing bell? I have been calling a singing bowl a singing bell for like 2 years now, guys. I don't know. Somebody help me. Somebody send me strength, but it's okay. Even though I forget things, even though I walk in a room and I don't know what I came in the room for, even though I'm laughing and I don't know why, guys, my vibes are high. So that's all that counts, right? I ain't hurting nobody. Okay, you guys got to laugh at yourself sometimes. Sometimes in life, you can make a choice. You can either laugh or you can cry. And I am not going to be sitting around here smudging my pink and black eyeliner that I worked so hard to put on for each and every one of you angels to see me tonight. Marcella! Hey, sis. Oh, I am just over here cracking myself up. Would you like the card, Marcella? I'm going to do the singing bowl, not the singing bell. All right, here we go. Thank you, Shabnam. Thank you for the hugs and the love. Right back at you. Anyway, can you guys hear it? How could you not? I like want to put some water in this bowl. I don't think the central air is on anymore. We'll pretend like it is. We'll think cool thoughts. We'll think cool, breezy thoughts. Actually, here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, I'm actually looking out the window. And even though it's nighttime, guys, there's a lot of trees out front of my window. And there is a really nice beach breeze. There's a really nice ocean breeze because very fortunate for me, I'm literally 2 blocks away from the beach. It is the perfect spot to go and take off your shoes, connect with nature, barefooted grounding and shielding, detoxifying your body just by walking around with no shoes on. It's really, really good for you. Like, you'd be surprised. And when you're doing any kind of energy work, like grounding, shielding, meditating, readings outside, you won't believe that I just got this on camera while I was handling one of these naughty kitties. The work that you do while you're outside, you are way more sensitive to the energies around you. It feels really busy. It does. Well, I just grounded and shielded right before the show, about 20 minutes before the show. And I felt some, I had some of my crew around me. I invoked some angels. I invoked my crew, my guides and my ancestors and all that. But when you go outside, I'm not exactly sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure if it's that I am not as sensitive inside or if I am just literally connecting with way more energies outside, because when I tell you it is busy compared to inside, like grounding and shielding or doing work outside is way more busy. As a matter of fact, it is the one place that I have been able to tap into my mediumship on command, on point, on purpose outside. So it gives you an extra oomph, like an extra bit of sensitivity, because we're surrounded by that which we are connected to. Thanks so much. Marcella, let's get a card for Marcella. I hope you're smiling, Marcella, because I love you so much. I do. Marcella. Whoa, okay. Well, I want to see. I want to know. I just want to say that I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I pulled these cards for you or something very similar during our last chat. I really do, Marcella. But the Knight of Swords, this is a male energy. And swords rush in. He is in a hurry. This is a sudden change. This is a sudden desire. This is a hurry. But I'm unclear. I will not assume. This is a male coming to deliver some news, share something with you. This is a verbiage. This is a verbal communication. You love the accent, Marcella, so I got to tell you. So my daughter and I, we had a little contest. Do you guys get bored Do you guys do silly things like the last silly thing? I'll tell you two things real quickly and I'm coming right back to you, Marcella, but I'm actually talking to you too, sis. I don't know if I sent you the video, Marcella, but we were really bored the other day and I laid on the floor to play with my cats. You guys know I love my cats. So I'm laying on the floor playing with the kitties and my daughter Taja pulls out a jar of cat treats. And she says, Mom, how bored do you have to be to think of this? And how bored do you have to be to agree to it? So yes, I basically agreed to her idea of putting cat treats all. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys how many cats I have. There's one right there. She said, Mom, let me feed the cats their treats off of you. I had cats from head to toe. There is a cat treat right here. It slipped into my eye right here. The cat's trying to lick it out. Todd is saying, Mom, don't get pink eye. I'm laughing so hard. I mean, I thought I was going to wet my pants. It was hilarious. What was the other thing we did? Oh, we went to the store and we decided to use our British accents. However, we could muster it up. We were not allowed to break the accent, Marcella. We had to use it from the time we left to the time we got back. So we're in the Dollar Tree. There's like a cashier. There's people around, and I'm not allowed to break the accent, or I'm not losing. I'm very competitive. This was something I should have won. I think it's very unfair that I held my accent the whole time until we got right across the street. And there was this elderly lady who was very confused and she was still in my trash can. So I had to break accent. I didn't have time to think of how I was saying things as I'm saying, excuse me, miss, across the street. I'm just saying, you got to find ways to entertain yourself out here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, over at Joybird's house, but it is not hard to do. I know you're going to be mad at me, Marcella. I said all that because I was trying to stall. I can't swap the cards out on you. I would never get to live it down. That's dishonest. I have to pull the cards as they fall. And I didn't pull this card. These cards jumped out. These are the cards that jumped out. I didn't even get to pull the cards. I was shuffling and Spirit said, here, take this. Throw this at her. But this isn't like, there's some typical meanings that this card goes straight to right away. This isn't about drugs. This isn't about alcohol. This isn't about an addiction. This isn't about a codependency. This is about a way of thinking, and it is no good. And I know you're going to be mad at me because we were just talking about this, but I can't help it, Marcella. I ain't do it, girl. I am just the messenger. I know it's aggy and it's on your nerves to figure out what it is that you need to change, the way you're thinking, the way something affects you, releasing it. Something that happened. You wanted to get cards, but unsure of which ones would be better. Are you looking at oracle cards and oracle decks? Thank you. Somebody has to say that word every live for me. I'm going to live vicariously through you, angels. I know that every week someone's going to show up and drop the F-bomb because I am such a lady over at thepsychicsconnect.com. We do not use that language. Thank you, Marcella. I think oracle decks will be great. I mean, it's what you want. It's what you're drawn to. But I just see oracle deck for you. I see an oracle deck. So let me pull an oracle deck card for you now, since we got those two cards that you might want to tap my hand. I didn't do it, Marcella. You know I love you, sis. You know I love you so much. Anytime you guys want to laugh, you might want another story. You can also head over to thepsychicsconnect.com for some of that. If you ever just need some vibe raising, if you ever just need to forget about your worries, your problems, listen, I can be so distracting. All you got to do is call me up. Call me if you need someone to talk to. Call me, satisfaction guarantee. That song always comes up, guys. Songs come in my head all the time. If I wasn't on live, I will be talking. I will be singing around the house. You got to do what raises your vibes. How do I keep my vibe so high? I don't know. I was born like this. I came out like this. You got to not be afraid to be silly and, not be so serious all the time. That's what it boils down to. It is about making a choice on what you want to focus your energy towards, being positive, being negative. What type of impact or influence do you want to have on those you come in contact with? We do have an impact. We do influence those we connect with. So let's do it with intent. Let's choose to be positive. Let's choose to look for solutions. Let's choose to look for things to be grateful for. Let's redirect our thoughts when we're being human and we're focused on negative things, negativity. There's duality in all. Nobody's perfect. I am constantly redirecting my thoughts. Trust me. Okay. I think they just say, let me give her a good card, then drop her mood. Stop it, Marcella. Listen, perfection is expected from greatness, and we are not ever going to be perfect. But I think that your guys expect a little bit more from you. I understand why this card will come out. I understand that. Excuse me, Ollie. Please don't end with your tail whipping in my face. Okay, warrior guys, bravado. And it's about no matter what goes on in this life. First of all, I don't feel like you would need any backup. I honestly feel, Marcella, that you kicked up. I feel like you was a fighter or are a fighter deep down within. I feel like you are one to stand up. Like that, my God is making me feel like stand up, like defend, protect. Like it's not going down like that. So I don't. It's not an energy of feeling like you need some protection, Marcella. I feel like you got some stuff with you. Like you wouldn't just let anybody walk all over you. You're not going to have that. And I also feel like you have been practicing mindfulness yourself to not change, but to like filter not filter. That's not the good word either. Just being more mindful of before you respond. What deserves your attention? You know what I mean? What deserves your focus? What deserves getting you upset? A lot of things that used to get you really upset, I feel like you don't allow it to anymore. That is growth. That is wisdom. I'm just saying. Okay. But it just makes me work harder to flip that card back. Watch me. Yes, girl, flip it back. So, yes. Yeah, I do feel like you're bored. And I honestly feel like Spirit is having I know it is. I know Spirit is thank you. It's not that I feel like it. I was just told it is absolutely true. Spirit is actually sending you. They're the ones in there. It's just like Spirit is divine interception, divine intervention, causing that little niggling sensation in his mind. Every time you get a reading, it comes up. He comes up. I'm talking about him. So Spirit has a hand in that. And it just feels like have been working on and working on it and working on it and working on it. And he is so hard-headed, sis. Oh my word. But that's what I've just heard. Honestly. And the things that you do for her, for Maya, I don't have to tell you that she loves that, she sees that, but I just want to tell you that this card came out. And I do think you're creative. I mean, some of the stuff you've shown me, like, wow, I never thought about that. And let me just tell you something else, Marcella. It's only because of you that I even make those candles that I make, the crystal candles and stuff. Did I tell you that you started that? That was you. So, you are very creative. You have some great ideas. You can be very inspiring. I just want to tell you all of that because I love you so much, sis. I do. I do. Okay, it is the wand. It is the word. All right. I can't believe you guys just dropping F-bombs on Psychics Connect. How dare you? Okay, guys, I am loving each and every one of you. And I just want to, I think I've gotten everyone. If I missed you, ooh, good question. Alicia, is Amazon a good place to buy cards from? Yes. I've got this deck from Amazon. I've got this deck from Amazon, this deck from Amazon, and this deck from Amazon. And actually, Earth Magic is a wonderful oracle deck. This is my second set of Earth Magic because I used the last set until it was like threadbare and like I really fell in love with this deck. And I remember when I first started doing live readings years ago, I wouldn't use tarot because, it's just a little bit more. I would only use oracle. And this is like one of the decks I started with. This and my Archangel Oracle deck I would use like every day I would go live. So Amazon is awesome. Yeah, and they have a lot. You can also look on Etsy shop, ETSY, Alicia. They have really beautiful, they have more expensive decks though, because they have some like handmade ones and handcrafted. Etsy is where, you sell your stuff from your own shop. I was considering it, but I'm not so focused on the crafting. That is a therapeutic thing that I just do when someone asks for something or once in a while. My thing is this. If I had more of me, I would be more active in all of it. But my passion lies here. There's a different ways that I serve. You could find me on Psychic Connect. You could find me on the Psychic Truth. You could find me over here on Facebook doing my own thing. But my favorite thing to do is to go live. I absolutely love to go live. And I like to do, these kind of readings because you guys, there's no misconstruing what I'm saying, how I'm feeling, the energy that I'm, when you read something, you don't always know how to take it, right? And I just like for people to have some transparency before you, like, look at me. Hey, I'm going to be open and honest and as vulnerable as possible, because how else can you gain someone's trust if you're not willing to give the same? And it does take a lot of trust to be open, to be vulnerable, to be transparent, to be honest, to share your stuff. Yes, both sites. Now, my daughter, she's the site master. So there's awesome decks you can find all over. I know some people make custom decks. And one day I'm thinking I might have one made for myself. I'm actually looking at a few decks. Alicia, they have them as cheap as a $12 Rider Waite deck to as expensive as the gold. What do they call? Gold embossed. Am I making that up? The gold edged, they have like that. And they have these beautiful, beautiful Oracle decks that they're like, I've seen some really beautiful ones for like $100, $85 to $100. And I'm going to treat myself to something really snazzy and special. Remember, show your, what, Marcella? Remember. What do you mean? I'm not getting it. I don't know what you mean. Can you help me? Can you help me out? What do you mean? I'm a mess. Yes, both sites. You know what I suggest, Alicia? If you're going to purchase cars, just look around. That's the best thing to do. Look around. Don't be hasty. Don't rush. Guys, everybody starts somewhere. When I started, let me tell you, I had 2 little baby crystals. And I was so happy that I had 2 little crystals. And then as years go on, as time goes on, you start getting so much stuff that you have like 3 and 4 altars in your house. You're out of control with it. And that's where I am now. Like, I could literally switch this altar behind me every week and you won't see the same stuff. There's so much stuff, but I'm lazy and I don't. Plus I have my favorite stuff. Like this girl, do you guys see, where's she at? You guys see that blue girl? She's pretty cool, isn't she? She was a gift from my aunt and uncle. I love her. She is me. If I was a blue avatar with white tattoos and perky boobs and no hair, look. Her boobs ain't sagging. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? Just lovely. That's what your card should be to you. Things that draw your eye and make you happy. They're aesthetically pleasing. That's, people ask me all the time, how do you build your altar? What goes on your altar? How do you make an altar? You put things on your altar that make you feel good, that make you happy. Would you guys like to see a silly thing? I think I told you last week. Like the silliest thing I have on my altar is a little container of buttons because I think it's silly and cute. But what you will find on my altar all over the place are hearts. There are so many heart crystals, so many heart shapes. Everything's hearts. Why, Joy? Because love is the highest vibe, I'll tell you. It's the highest form of understanding. And I won't lie, I am a selenite freak. Aren't these the cutest little selenite bowls? Oh my gosh, adorable. You guys got to get crystals. What feels good? What draws you? What makes you happy? What about rainbow quartz, guys? How beautiful. Each crystal has its own healing properties, energies. Amazing. It's just amazing. I can go on and on, but I won't make you guys look at any more of my stuff. Let's see what you said. Let's see. Spell check. Show us your shot when we went live. Oh, I remember that show. Show us your stuff. We'll say show us your stuff. That was a great show. And that's when you showed your altar. You show all your stuff. I was so happy because I'm so nosy and I always show my stuff. Maybe one show, guys, I'll move the laptop around and I'll actually show you because I like to show my stuff. You guys ever want to look in someone's junk drawer? I'm so nosy and I always want to know what stuff other people have. What is on your altar? What's in your junk drawer? What's on your nightstand table? So I've been known to do just like I just did and show you some of my stuff. I like to share some of my stuff. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you, Alicia. You guys are awesome, giving me such high vibes, making me sweat over here with all these vibes bouncing around in this room. I'm going over to the psychicsconnect.com. Remember, I'm Reader 8755. I'll be there I'll be waiting for anyone that wants to come hang out in the room with me. Private chat time. I love you so much. I'll see you guys on Friday at 11 a.m. with another hour of live free readings. Every Friday at 11 a.m., every Sunday at 8 p.m. Love is the highest vibe. Come on over to psychicsconnect.com and choose your reader. Once again, I am Reader Joy 8755, sending